Hi, and thank you for joining me for more Bowling for Soup. Hey, I got a few changes I need to mention. So you know how I said earlier that I was wincing and complaining that I wouldn't go back to a prior save and do the whole thing over again just to choose a new passive? Well, I did it! Here it is, dueling. When you are wielding a melee weapon in one hand and no weapon in the other, you gain a +2 to damage rolls with that weapon, increasing your chance to do heavy damage. I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna go back and do it. Also, to clarify last episode, we didn't miss anything with Asterion. He has cunning actions now, disengage, and dash. Those were the only thing he gained. Nothing out of the ordinary happened. It was pretty much a standard level up. Okay, awesome, cool. Now, in terms of continuity, everything is pretty much the same, albeit this one moment, because this includes a dice roll. So if you remember last episode, we failed the dice challenge. Let's see if we can get it here. No!
You
Ooh,
approach the
shit!
die.
Yeah, okay, timeout.
Compassion.
Hold on, no. You're not the MC, Asterion. Sorry. Load game back to where we were. Alrighty, here we go. Intelligence, we have a -1, remember, but we're gonna try to concentrate on his thoughts, intercept what's going on in his own noodle. We have guidance with us. Can we roll for guidance? Okay, I really hope that we can actually roll for guidance ahead of time. I mean, it's not really a big deal. The roll's gonna happen either way. I just think it's pretty cool to have like someone roll for you and then you can add that to as a modifier already instead of being like, oh, roll the d20 then the mod, you know what I mean? Anyways, let's roll. Oh, and we beat it. See? Okay, there you go. We ended up winning the dice challenge. That is why I decided to record this, because this could have changed things, because I think what we learned from him will impact the story in some way.
Your mind's fuse, lusting for something that is gone. But then its grip claws back with a vengeance, a vice locking your mind into obedience. It needs sustenance to survive, and with your very body, you can provide.
Wait, what? I guess we didn't really learn anything? Submit to the feeling, lean in as for a kiss. Whoa, wisdom, resist the intrusion with everything you have. Okay, so I guess we didn't really learn anything new. Anyway, wisdom, we have a +2 in as our mod, and then we have guidance still. Dice challenge of 5, definitely gonna beat that. Nice.
The monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
Okay, so I suppose we didn't learn anything new. At least we won the dice challenge. That was fun. You love to see success graphics. Close those eyes forever. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do while we still have a good amount of HP in our spell slots left,
Very well.
we will do the mini dungeon here because it can take a while. Now, as you remember, there are multiple routes to do this. We can talk to these people, then fight out over here. We can trigger this, which will drop this foundation block over here and then jump them from the inside, or we can move to the right here and unlock this little hatch, unless there's anything new that happens. But anyways, let's check out this interaction. Let's see if anything new has been added.
You're both twice as tall as me, but have half the bloody backbone.
But we don't know what that thing even is. And what about the crypt?
I'm telling you, it's a ship. And the crypt can wait. Mari and Barton have been trying to break in for days. Now we... Stop! Got ourselves competition already. That's our ship.
You know, I still haven't quite figured out what he mean by ship. Like, he thinks there's a boat down there, but when we ran this dungeon, I didn't see anything of the like. Was he just misinformed? Let's go for intimidation. I feel confident because of charisma and guidance, so we'll give this a go. And it's a, it's a dice challenge of 10, so we should do well here. Nice, we did it. This is gonna be interesting. I've never actually used intimidation, so let's see what they say.
Well, in that case, come on you lot. No point in getting killed. Second worm gets the cheese and all.
Second mouse gets the cheese, no?
Nobody's getting any damn cheese. Now move it!
So not much of a change there. It'd be cool if you could have backpacks in this game. That'd be so sick, imagine that, and then like it being able to actually see the backpack on your shoulder. So let's see if we can try to get through the door here. If not, then we'll go through the cave in the floor.
Thank you, Gimblebuck. Everything all right out there?
I killed your friends, now I'm here for you. Definitely won't open the door for us. Performance. Ooh, we get a +2 to performance. This is a +4 altogether. Let's do that. Yeah, it's me, let me in. And we'll get some guidance in here. Gotta love it. We're definitely gonna pass it. We have to pass this. Yeah. God, I love it so much.
You sound a bit shaken, boss. Hang on while I find the key.
Nice. Cool. Front door it is. This is actually the better route just because you can fight them in bunches. Because you have this one guy here and then the others are through here, but you can funnel them through this door and fight them in parts. So that's why it's kind of better to go through here. Should be able to defeat them. See, you know, okay, I get it. It's very Divinity Original Sin to have percentage as the way of determining if you will hit or not. But I very much prefer rolling attack rolls, and I know that's kind of taboo and sort of against the design of Larian Studios with the way that they develop games and the way they develop encounters and combat, but I feel like Baldur's Gate should be the exception here. It would be very cool to see an attack roll, you know, a D20 attack roll go off and then adding those modifiers there. Something similar to Celestis Magister, I want to say it's called. That game, the way that it plays and its combat is really, really fun and reminiscent of 5e. Granted, you know, 5e is an edition that might not last forever, and so in that sense, when you play Baldur's Gate 3, it might feel a bit dated with new D&D rules, but I love seeing attack rolls, and honestly, percentage points just feels a little out of place. We missed. Crit miss! You see, that's one thing I don't understand, right? It says 60% chance to hit. So then what does crit miss mean in that regard? On the left-hand side, you see 60% chance to hit. How are you supposed to know what the breakdown is? Maybe there's a button I'm just not seeing, or some sort of UI thing I'm not seeing, but when we think about the rules of Dungeons and Dragons, particularly 5e, it sort of just makes sense, where it's you're flanking them and you have a stat block that you're working out of. If you roll an attack dice, a d20, you know the numbers going in, you know why you missed. If it's just, it says 60%, that's not enough information. I don't know, maybe I'm just too particular about that kind of stuff, but I feel like a lot of people may have a similar complaint. 75%? Missed? I don't get it. I mean, look, I'm not opposed to this kind of stuff because I play XCOM, I love XCOM, and they use percentage all the time, and I haven't beaten Divinity Original Sin 2, but I really do enjoy its combat as well. For something like this game, however, that is borrowing rules or using rules for Dungeons and Dragons, I don't think percentages are the way to go here. So all this stuff, all this food that used to be for health, we can just pick it up for camp supplies. This cheese, this sausage, you know, you can get overcumbered quite quickly. So I wish that when you picked up items like this, they send it right to your camp or something like that. Again, another inventory to sort of tally where the food is. Like a bag for food or something, you know? I love it so much. I love these dice challenges. It's just so much fun. So I think, you know, when you really think about it, especially in combat, can you imagine how much fun it'll be every time, you know, like it's rolling a d20 to see if you hit or not, and then having your modifier and knowing for certain what you're hitting and how you're hitting and how you're missing? Am I alone in that thinking, or is percentages like, I don't know, everyone's loved form of combat? Let's see if we can make her unconscious. Whoa, is she unconscious? She has 1 HP. Yeah, she's down to 1 HP. Okay, so what is that gonna be like? Oh, you know what? You know what would've been cool is if we hadn't killed this guy. Let's try this. I'm going to actually restart our encounter, and I want to see if we can actually go for a pacifist run by knocking people unconscious. It says that we have to kill constructs and the undead. Let's go for a pacifist run. I mean, let's see how long we can hold it, you know, because I think, you know, at one point we might make the mistake of accidentally not toggling it and then killing a person. But let's see. I'm kind of curious. I want to use this new feature to its maximum. I know you may be thinking, you didn't spare the mind flares. Shouldn't you have spared the mind flares for a pacifist run? Look, If I'd let that Mind Flayer live, he would have definitely tried to control other people to try to get him free and then kill those people. Now if they gave me an option where I could say, hey Mind Flayer, don't do that. Give me a chance to, use charisma and try to fake him out. Then of course I would have tried to convince the Mind Flayer that to go beyond its nature and not try to convince people to be their slave, their mind slave. Until that option is added, I'm gonna say that Mind Flayer is just 86th. It's cancelled. They're a cancelled Mind Flayer. But we still have a chance to make right all these folks. We're gonna go non-lethal. Nice. Okay, he's knocked out. What does that mean? What does that do? What are we doing now? Thoroughly unconscious and at your mercy. Look for anything of value. Oh, he can steal his stuff. Oh, that is so cool. Wait, okay, if it's like D&D, you can heal them at 1 HP. Can you heal this person? Should we waste a spell slot? Look, we're doing it for science. Okay, look, they're stabilized. They're not bleeding out. We just wasted a spell slot. They'll be fine. That's cool. I love it. I'm digging it. I love non-lethal. Why can't we move through allies? That's lame. Let us move through allies. Wow, I can't. Oh my god, my big booty is blocking the door, so nobody can pass. Not even Asterion, and he's like covering this much, but because we're not in a grid, it's not that clear. But I am blocking it with my big booty. I'm actually gonna get in melee range because I don't think this person has a melee weapon, so they might have to run away, which would trigger opportunity attacks from all of us. And we all have non-lethal, so this should be the end. There we go. You gotta love it. That is so cool. Does that mean Gale is like useless for right now? I think so. We will take everything of value. Look at that leather armor.
Clear off! We got here first.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh my goodness, folks. Okay, so for some reason I was thinking this was like similar to Divinity Original Sin, and where if one person is sneaking, your whole party enters sneak. That didn't happen, so I'm sort of alone here. We're gonna have to move her here and then cure wounds herself.
Take cure.
Can we non-lethal these three? See, the problem is when you do non-lethal, you can't necessarily use magic. Must be unarmed or using a melee weapon. Doesn't work for undead or constructs. So if I were to use magic missile, they would die if down to 0 hit points. So we can weaken someone. Okay, I think potion is a bonus, so I still have my standard. Okay, cool. We're gonna use magic missile, and we're gonna hit him with 2. Then we'll hit Torga with 1. There we go. Get some damage on them. He's out of the fire. If we run him through, he's gonna get damaged. What we'll do is we'll use the bow and arrow, and I think he can strike at Hasid from this distance, so he will. Hopefully he doesn't crit. Oh, he crit! Oh, or he didn't crit, but I mean, oh no. Pacifist run over. No! That was quick, what the hell? Pacifist run over in 3rd encounter in 1st dungeon of game? You know, going pacifist really hampers or eliminates certain strategies, so it becomes much more difficult. It becomes a much more difficult game because you can't really use ranged weapons comfortably. You know, we're just gonna play through it, because if we have to, or if I have to do this, then I'm gonna have to like reload each and every time before an encounter if I make a mistake, because you know, I can't comfortably know how much damage we're going to actually do because I'm not too familiar with the numbers associated with battle right now. So we're just gonna play through this because I don't want to have to keep reloading every time I make a boneheaded mistake like that. Lesson learned. We're still gonna try to go for non-lethal here, but for Hasid, oh, rip, my good friend, rip. You know, I actually completely forgot there was a person here named Barton. Okay, so we're at non-lethal. You know, we might not even survive this. We might go down here. I wasn't thinking this through. I should have opened with Invoke Duplicity, and I think I had an opportunity to use Hunter's Mark with January, the MC, but I didn't. I don't have a spell slot, so I can't use Hunter's Mark. Yikes. We might have another chance at this pacifist run. Oh boy. Yeah, she is downed. Gale is still with us. Oh my god, I hate this. Let's move Gale down here. We're gonna send 2 magic missiles to Barton, and then 1 to Sefri. Okay, we're still okay. Alright, she's knocked out. Okay, so we didn't die, but we still have to help. Uh-oh. Revivify? No! Help! Oh man. Okay, so we just were not fast enough for damn Shadowheart. That sucks. But we didn't lose. We haven't had our first lost encounter yet. Shadowheart's so we can just leave Shadowheart here? Okay, well, we're gonna revivify her, of course. Damn. You know, maybe if someone is down like that, it's better to enter turn mode. So you don't have to, you know, risk losing the spell. Or using the spell. That is, using Revivify. Who died again? Yes, he did. Hasid. Poor Hasid. Just trying to live his best life. Okay, so we'll actually go back to camp and check out, you know, all the camp features because we need spell slots. And short rests won't help us get there. So, our first day at camp, here we go. Yes, you don't have enough. What? Do you want to go to camp? This will end the day. You don't have enough camp supplies? Taking a long rest now will only restore your hit points. Oh my gosh, is this because I sent all our camp stuff to the camp? What? I can't believe that. Like, how much camp supplies do you need? Is it just counting the camp supplies I have on me personally? Because I've been sending that to the camp because of encumbrance. All right, let's just head back to camp and figure this out. Where's the camp stuff? By the way, this is the new look. Before they would, of course, if you've seen this before, they would, or if you haven't seen this before, they would warp you to some open field, and that would be your camp. Now, however, what they've done is they've integrated you going to camp with the environment that you're in, so it doesn't, you know, break immersion. In our camps, there's a treasure chest. A treasure chest where we could put, I guess, excess stuff. I don't know where that is, though. I know Gale needs to say something, but let's check out Traveler's Chest. So this is where, cool, this is where we put stuff. So this is where I've been putting camp supplies. Do I need to have this on me? We have a supply pack of 40. I'm going to assume you need 40 supplies in order to get the full rest. I'm just gonna have that on my person, and the way to end the day is to actually go to bed. So I have this on my person. We'll see if that makes any kind of difference. But that was a weird prompt, you know, saying that like, oh, you don't have enough camp supplies. I think it was reading my current inventory. All right, so let's go ahead and talk to Gale.
Ready.
Gale looks like he has something new to say.
Go to hell.
Fuck you. Yeah, so a lot of this dialogue tree seems to be pretty normal, pretty standard. Cool. So, oh, Shadowheart needs to say something. Okay, I guess we're going around the circle.
You strike me as the reliable sort. But are you sure this is a good idea?
What is? Don't question me ever again. You raise a question to me, you pose a question to me again, and you see what happens. Okay, so from my prior experience, saying number 3 gives her a negative opinion of us, whereas saying number 1 gives her a positive opinion. We went with 3 last time, that's how I know this. We'll just get some points, I guess, with her. Agreed, our top priority as far as I am concerned, which, I mean, I suppose it makes sense in the grand scheme of things, especially with what little we know now if we're RPing our character. He doesn't know too much, aside from dungeon raiding right now and getting some gear to help prepare for the battle ahead.
Maybe we'll get lucky. We're overdue some good fortune. Rest well. We'll need our strength.
Ooh, even Gale got an approval. Let's talk to Asterion.
Shadowheart seems jumpy. Must not relish the thought of sprouting tentacles.
Must not.
Understandable. Can't say I'm a fan either. It's just hard to join in when all of this feels so new. The night normally means bustling streets, bursting taverns. Curling up in the dirt and resting is, a little novel.
Not your cup of tea, is it, Asterion? Ranger, the right herbs can make a soothing tea if you settle in.
No. Tea isn't really my drink. I'll be awake a while anyway. I need some time to think things through, to process this. You sleep. I'll keep watch.
Sure, you're more of a latte guy, and more of a coffee guy. No, I'm kidding. I know what you mean, blood or a vampire. Alright, cool. So, I have camp supplies on me. I have 40 points of camp supplies. Let us see if we rest with it on, if that'll give us our full night's rest, replenishing our spell slots. Or if we were supposed to enter the camp with the camp supplies with us. It'll be interesting to see what happens next. Okay, the prompt that we saw earlier was calculating what we had in our persons. I suppose we can still send our camp supplies to the camp treasure box. We just have to run back and find the treasure box and then put it on our persons and then send it here. I don't like that. Instead, if you send something to your treasure chest, it should just calculate it. It should still read it. It should just be there. Is there a carrying limit for the treasure chest? It's not unlimited. But here's what we'll do. We'll actually put our supply pack in here because you don't need to have it here. And there should be like another option where you can put food together. Like if you have 40 of, all these items, right? The carrot, the fish, and what have you. If you have 40 of them, you should be able to put them all together and make a 40 pack. Because what happens now is, since I've sent all this material to camp, and if the inventory slots here are not infinite, then what this does is that it takes up space. So what would be cool is if you have 40, if you can have enough to have 40, and then you can combine that to make one supply pack. Because what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually gonna take as much of this and then auto select it in the menu that you saw earlier and see if it ranges up to 40, and whatever is left over I will send back to camp. Again, this is more of a hassle than it is fun. This is not a fun thing to do. Like taking it from the treasure chest and then bringing it to the bed,
Not be cursed.
and then paying the bed pretty much in camp supply auto select. Okay, so you have that graphic, that's your long rest. So this while this is a good idea, there's a lot of work that still needs to be done to make this much more convenient, streamlined, effective, and get us back into the game. So in case you're unaware, prior to patch 5, you would just rest without having to pay anything. That's why this system is new and better, actually. It's a good direction to head towards in terms of using all the food and all that kind of stuff. It just needs a lot more refinement. So a couple of things occurred to me while I was looking through camp supplies and the long rest system. As of right now, I don't know if you can make food or find camp supplies infinitely. From my understanding, picking up these things in the game world pretty much means it's gone forever. In that respect, I'm kind of worried that you might actually run out of camp supplies. Compound that with the fact that inventory space is quite limited. You'll also have to make the decision of whether you carry it on your persons or put it in your treasure chest, which, as we looked at before, has a limited amount of inventory slots. I feel like this is a really interesting system, and I quite enjoy the system of camp supplies and using it for long rest. However, the way that item and inventory is managed right now, I don't like this system. It's weird. I like this system, but I don't like the way it's implemented. I think they may have released this system way too early. I get the fact that you want to try out new systems and see how the audience takes to it, but I feel like this may have been way too early. Now, again, I'm very early on in the game, so I don't know about the consistency of camp supplies, but I just wanted to mention it now in case it does become a prevailing problem later on. So to summarize, having limited inventory space with encumbrance and not being able to have these items be sent to your camp directly or rest in another inventory slot or in a separate submenu makes things difficult later on when you want to commit to multiple long rests, especially if these food supplies or camp supplies, the way to get them is a finite resource. If it's infinite, if we can go fishing later on, if the game encourages crafting and fishing later on, that'd be really cool. But until then, I do have my worries. All right, back to the dungeon crawl. We will use guidance and roll. Difficulty 15. Wow, we didn't pass. Thankfully, we have the key though. Oh, we did pass. Cool. We've unlocked this entrance.
Better not be cursed.
Now here's what we'll do. I'll do it because I'm the hero and I just love doing stuff. But everyone else will wait in the other room. All right, we'll open the sarcophagus, spear, and the engraved key. The moment we take this, the traps will go off. Take. All right, so I'm in a turn-based mode now. So I hit space and it brought me to Shadowheart for some weird reason. But now that I've come back, this is what has happened. Let us try to hit this button or make a run for it. Ooh, we're running. And we fell. Damn. I don't think we have a teleport spell or anything like that. Okay, I think we have create water, right? So let's move you over here. Ah, we're too far. Okay, so we put water here, but we're a little too far still. Ooh, look at that. All right, cool. We're okay. I'm okay. Do you have a magic? Oh, he does. Okay, so Gale actually has something which he can do. He has Mage Hand. So with Mage Hand, he can actually turn that thing off. He can hit the button over here. Let's have him do that instead. It turns out the Mage Hand can't interact with the button. I wonder if that's because we can't see it. Because Gale is human. Let us cast Dancing Lights. How about that?
Maybe I should... No, this is good.
Okay, it doesn't matter. For some reason, Mage Hand can't touch the button. That's gotta be an oversight, right? Ultimately, it's not important. Let's just get out of here. Alrighty, let's open up this ladder, and this will get us to the back hatch. And there is stuff here. There are potions and gold. So if you're ever thinking about entering through the hatch, just know, check this skeletal body. Alrighty, so if we remember from our Halfling Let's Play, this book check requires Arcana, which we do not have. I believe our Arcana is Intellect, and our Intellect is -1, so this might be a difficult check. We might not get it.
This book is far lighter than it should be, with such a massive log.
Oh, we can break it open with Strength, but we have 0. Let's do Strength, although I've never done that before, and I don't think that's the right answer. Let's give it a go anyway. Let's go ahead and use... Oh, wow, a DC of 15. I wonder if Intelligence would have been an easier dice challenge. Yikes, that is tough. Oh, no. Yikes. Are you just punching it?
The impact reverberates through your body, as if you just slammed a hammer into solid adamantine. The lock doesn't budge.
Okay, we can use Arcana still. It's still a 15 dice challenge, but we get another crack at it. Ah, oh, boy. Below a 10, both rolls, huh? What am I even doing?
The tome does not take kindly to your tampering. A feeling like pins and needles lingers under your skin, pricking and prodding.
Okay, let's have Gale do it. Maybe he'll have a shot at this.
This book is far lighter than it should be.
Oh, okay, cool. I think
with
Gale might
such
have a chance.
massive log.
He has his own thing. Yes, we're gonna do Wizard, of course. God, I wanted to play Wizard. I couldn't just discount Gale. I couldn't bench Gale. I didn't have it in me. I like his character. I do enjoy him around. So yeah, I chose not to play Wizard for his sake. But at the same time, maybe if I finagled the races a little bit, maybe I could have played a different kind of Wizard. You know what? I'm gonna do that in a private game. I'm gonna see if I could have done something where I could have had a more melee-based character who has Wizard abilities. All right, so we have to beat a 10. Let's try it. Wow. Oh, we barely got it. What, we match broke? That's crazy. these were bad 3 rolls.
As the lock opens, a loose page comes with it. Magic pulses from the parchment. What was once script is now an obliterated scrawl. You have a sense these are names, a list. But of what?
We can use religion here, which we shall do. Gotta love our bonuses. Again, a dice challenge of 10. Please, please roll better. What? That's crazy. Oh, damn. I don't even remember what roll again. We have an inspiration. Oh my god, for a 10? Are you kidding me? For a dice challenge 10? We're gonna be using an inspiration? Oh, damn it. Do I really want this? I don't even remember what we get out of this. Oh god, let's just do it. Let's just do it. That's insane. 4 times we rolled below a 6. Maybe even a 5. I can't remember the other rolls, but they were really low. Oh, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yes, we passed it. Yay.
Gods. These are the names of gods. Once lost, but now restored after the second sundering. Entire pantheons have dwindled and been reborn, silently recorded by this book.
Gale is inspired. Okay, so we gained an inspiration point. So he had an inspiration point, he has another. He received the item, the Ray of Enfeeblement. Right. I don't know if this is anything like Divinity Original Sin, where you can turn these scrolls into a permanent learned ability. But I'm going to hold on to them just in case. So he has an inspiration point. Is there a way to check inspiration points? I think the inspiration was for the earlier roll, and then we spent the inspiration, now we have 0. So we just got the Ray of Enfeeblement for that, the scroll Ray of Enfeeblement. Not worth it, my opinion. And then of course we got some more, but I don't know. Maybe we can use that information for the skeleton we'll meet later.
Hells. Something just woke up down here.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? I can't move. I can't move through my guys? Oh, this is irritating. Can I jump over my people? I can. That's weird. Okay, well, I guess that's one way to avoid it.
Quickly.
Wait, what? No, move around him. Why did that incur a... That's so... I hate that. Whoa, Asterion is down. Okay, we're gonna switch to this. Hit him with the slash. Nice, critical hit. I still don't know what that means in relation to these percentages, but okay. We'll use Cure Wounds, and then we will use your final movement to pursue upstairs.
There's blood in the air.
Yeah, it's your blood. Gale is fine, because he doesn't need any bonuses for Magic Missile, so we'll just hit here.
Tormentor. May it please, Mistra.
Oh, he worships Mistra? Gale does? Uh-oh. That's not good. And we're silenced. No biggie for a guy like me. So Gale worships Mistra. That's cool. Whoa. Oh, I keep forgetting Hunter's Mark. Damn it. We're not gonna cast it. I don't think we'll need it now. And she's out of spell slots. That sucks. Nice. Yay, we are the winners. So people's got some things to says. Let's talk to Asterion.
Sorry bones guarding dusty trinkets. Pathetic.
They're monsters. I wouldn't give them a second thought. Don't you feel even a little sorry for them?
They're unthinking cadavers. I may as well feel sorry for a breadbasket.
So it looks like we're gonna have to go to camp after we meet the Crypt Keeper. The amulet. Oh, right. I get to wear. Let me wear this. I'm the main hero. So with this necklace, we can speak with the dead. Really cool. Gotta love it. Gotta have it. All right, now let's speak with this Crypt Keeper.
Here lies the guardian of tombs. Through knowledge comes atonement.
Cool. I still can't forget my halfling doing this, and how awkward it looked because it looked like he was pushing the lower half of the tombstone, the lower half of the sarcophagus. Cool.
So he has spoken, and so thou standest before me. Right, as always. What a curious way to awaken. Now, I have a question for thee. What is the worth of a single mortal's life?
Right, so I believe I answered with a dime a dozen? No. Quite the question. What's the reason for it? So he has spoken. What are we talking about? Little spooked by the crawling out of the tomb bit. What are you? A peaceful undead. Interesting. Why aren't you attacking me? Let's ask this. Who does he refer to? Let's ask number 2.
An arbiter of certain matters. But that is not important now. Wilt thou answer my question?
Sure. Attack. Yes, ask away.
So, I ask again, what is the worth of a single mortal life?
No one life is worth more than any other. We are all equal. That depends on the person's deeds. Life's only value is currency. Doesn't matter to me otherwise. Each life is of infinite value and merits sacrificing everything for. The only life that matters is my own. Depends on the mortal. I feel like these questions are more directed to how he will perceive you and act with you throughout the entire game, because he does linger around with you in your encampment after. So I wonder if this is more just for how he will, I guess, operate near you. It would be really interesting to say, the only life that matters is my own. I am torn with each life is of infinite value and merits sacrificing everything for. Life's only value is currency, so that's the greed. I mean, these two are greed. These two are altruistic. That depends on the person's deed. And then 2 and 6 depends on the mortal. I feel like, I wonder if number 2 and 6 are about being indecisive, being like, oh, it depends. Both sides. Gray area, it's just like this happy medium, or not happy medium, but it's more of a neutral sort of take on things. Let's go happy-go-lucky heroic here. Let's try number 4. What does he say to that? Each life is of infinite value and merits sacrificing everything for. God, what a weird way of phrasing that, by the way. Each life is of infinite value? Infinite value? Each life? How can you be sacrificing it? How can you sacrifice your own life if every life is of infinite value? Because then you would consider every life, even your own, worth sacrificed for. Am I making any sense? Am I even reading that correctly? I don't know. I can't read. Yeah, I'm pretty sure for my halfling I chose either 2 or 6. So I don't quite understand number 4, but I'm gonna pick it anyways. I think I understand the context, the implication of it. Let's just choose it. Let's see what he says.
And thus, balance is achieved. If all are at war, none can. Very well.
Ooh, it skipped. Why did it skip?
I am satisfied.
Okay.
We have met, and I know thy face. We will see each other again at the proper time and place. How long has it been?
I think he agrees with you no matter what you choose. I wonder if Gale will have a different set of dialogue trees because he unlocked that text over there, that Book of the Dead.
Ah, thou as well. It is noted. I must attend this place after so many years away. We will see each other again soon.
Okay, I guess there's no dialogue tree. Nothing special with them. Hey, check it out. So the bodies I knocked out, they're gone. I mean, minus Hasid over here that I killed, but that's cool. They've walked out of here. Oh, they must hate me for killing Hasid, though. Alright, time to head back to camp. We need to replenish spell slots. Now we have to do this annoying thing in where we search for our treasure chest to put into our bedroll. But first, let's talk to, Withers, that's his name.
We meet again. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
Okay, so I guess if we run out of Revivify. Alright, where's that damn treasure chest? And here's another thing. Don't put the... In the next update, I really hope they put this traveler's chest closer to the camp. Especially, they have to know that when... Like, even when they play this game, right? They should know how annoying that is to have to get this and then put it back. Like, it's not fun. It's not what you would call intuitive gameplay. Anyways. What happens if we don't have the exact amount? Kind of curious. Auto select. Ah, so you do spend over. If you don't have the exact amount, you spend over it. Okay. Alrighty, folks. So with spell slots restored and dungeon crawled, we shall call it an episode and move on to the town and hopefully unload so much items and equipment that we can sell for gold and hopefully upgrade. But until then, I will see all of you in the next episode.